My name is Linda Leclerc, and I'm the founder of the School of Laughter Yoga, of Planet Joie, and of the Haha Sisterhood. Welcome in the Joy Element, the feel-good podcast that inspires. Today's episode is brought to you by Morale Boost. 3 days, 3 tips, 3 minutes of intentional laughter, and it's completely free. You get it on yogadurir.com/eng. I confess I have neglected my English listeners over the last months. So many episodes were added to the French edition, L'Élément Joie, but not as many here. And today I have a special guest with me, Debra Savoy, the Canadian spiritual medium. Medium like channeling and feeling the vibes, not as in small, medium, large. We've met a few years ago in an event in Ottawa, and I immediately connected with her. Plus, we're both knitters. She works to bring awareness in connecting mind, body, and spirit. She's the 3rd generation medium and a 6th generation energy healer. You will love her as I did. Listen to her joy element, Debra Savoy.
Sorry. Thank you very much.
We're not even starting, and we've already started to laugh.
That's right. Exactly. It's a good thing. Absolutely.
So you see, your voice was very, very low, and now it's like your normal voice.
Yes, exactly.
Very good. So here am I, in Debra Savoy. Moi, I call her Savoy, but you say Savoy.
Savoy, Savoy.
Both. Everything's good.
Yep.
And Debra is doing something quite unusual for most people. She's like, what's your exact title?
So I am a spiritual medium, and energetic healer, and I give spiritual guidance. So I do a lot of different things in the element of energy.
And she's gorgeous.
Oh,
So,
thank you. So are you.
and we met at an event, and we can't remember which one it was, but I since then I followed her, so I'm very happy that we're together today.
Yes,
so Debra,
me too.
First question: does it happen to you that I know that you're working Kingston and Ottawa, so you're
Yes.
traveling and you're meeting lots of people.
Yeah.
So does it happen to you that you're experiencing stress again, or not really?
Yeah, well, I see people also virtually all over the world and go between Kingston and Ottawa. I love that you asked about stress, because I think what brings me stress is, oddly enough, I love being, when I'm present, I don't have any stress. When I'm thinking about where I have to be,
Yeah.
that's what creates stress for me. It just sort of like, I try not to let it do that, and I try to be as present as I possibly can all the time. I actually love driving, so I don't really mind that, but it is exhausting, obviously.
Yeah.
So yes,
I
you do
certainly
all
can
it.
relate
Yes,
to that, yeah.
absolutely. Yeah.
It's funny because stress is actually this is a mental process. So it's
Yes.
because our brain starts to, like, we call this the crazy monkey.
Absolutely. Yep.
And what do you do then when you're experiencing stress? What do you do to relax and to just
Okay, so I look at stress very similar to anxiety, and anxiety and stress means that I'm not present. So when I look at those stressful moments, I say to myself, okay, where am I right now? Because I'm not where my brain is, which means I'm not where my soul energy is.
So interesting.
Yes.
Like, that's such a great image.
Yes. So when your soul energy, when your brain begins to travel, because we time travel all the time. We time travel into the past, of the coulda, shoulda, wouldas, and into the future of the
And
what
the guilt
ifs,
and,
right?
yeah.
All of that. And then, so your energetic body, which is the most, really, truly the most important part of you, travels to those places. It leaves your mind and your physical form without a driver. So it creates this imbalance or this nervous energy. And this fear will come over you, which can cause anxiety and stress.
Yeah.
So when I start to feel those things, because I am having a human experience, I'm like, okay, where's my monkey brain? Where am I? I'm actually not in those places right now. So I ground myself by saying, no, I'm right here. And so Ram Dass has a very good, as a healer, he has a very good, had a very good saying, be here now. And you will no longer feel those feelings.
So you repeat these words, like,
Yeah,
where am
just
I?
like, where
Be here
am I?
now.
Yeah, where am I? Like, where are my thoughts? And I suddenly bring my energetic body, my soul, back to my physical form. And I do it through breathing also. Depending on how intense those
Yeah.
energies
Yeah.
are, I will take a lot of deep breaths. And what can set anxiety off too is your environment. If your environment is not conducive, your environment is stressful, it can make you feel, it's actually probably the greatest tool in our toolbox is the stressful feelings and anxiety, because it tells us either our thoughts are not in the right place or our environment is not vibrating the way we need it to. So those are the two check-ins that I do regularly.
That's good.
Yeah.
Um, I really like that image too. Like, where is
Yeah.
my brain? Like, okay,
Yeah,
where are you?
where's my
Come back
soul?
here.
Like, get back here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I liked it. I'll try
Yeah,
it.
it's like a cool cartoon, where you
Yeah,
see, whoop,
exactly.
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
A friend of mine did something like he said whenever you're upset
Yeah.
or if you're feeling like that, like stressed out, you can speak as a cartoon. So you
Totally.
talk like sometimes I find myself like, wow,
Yeah.
what's wrong with me?
Yes,
So it's
exactly. Yes, or I'll be like, not today, Satan, not today. Especially when it gets a little out there,
okay.
Yeah.
Not today, not today.
That's right.
And for those days where, I don't know, you wake up in the morning and you're feeling a bit sad or things are like,
Yeah.
what do you do to cheer yourself up?
I always have basically my go-to. I really love fresh air.
Mm-hmm.
I have a specific spot in my home that we are truly creatures of habit. And so I have a specific spot in my home. And recently, so I'll go to that specific spot to ground myself, to have my favorite cup of coffee, to have my favorite tea. Um, Recently, I started to actually have flowers.
So you buy yourself
I
flowers or
will
you
buy
go out self and...
no, I will buy myself flowers. And so when being self-employed can be extremely stressful, as
Yeah.
you know, and uh, we need to have beauty around us as a reminder that that life is beautiful.
Yeah.
And when I have those particular moments in time, I just really bring myself to center, and I think that is what helps me. But breath work is really, really important too, you know? But I try, I'm always of the opinion that, and I just slipped up there, I hate the word trying. So let's just say, uh, in the morning, you ask me if I wake up sometimes feeling out of sorts. I'm extremely kind to myself.
That's key.
And when you're not kind to yourself, when you use the term trying, you are literally setting yourself up for failure.
Yeah.
So I commit to whatever emotion I'm in. I commit to whatever situation like. If I say I'm trying to get out of bed, I don't do that. I will stay in bed until I'm well ready to get out of bed, because my system then relaxes, and then I'm like, okay, I'm good. I want to get out. But if you're sitting in the center
You're
of
forcing
trying,
yourself,
forcing, then that's
almost, it feels like I'm against myself.
completely 100%. And so I think what we lack is compassion for ourselves. Complete compassion for ourselves.
This was our intention so many times over the last few years with the Haha
Absolutely.
Sisterhood calls, like every
Yes.
week. Be kind to yourself. Be kind
Yes.
to yourself.
Having those boundaries with oneself and understanding I cannot take this on today, and being truthful about it, and saying the more gentle I am of myself, I can then produce better energy for others.
Yep, exactly.
But if you are literally running on an empty tank, you are being unkind to yourself.
Oh, yeah.
And I always believe someone else, if you feel like you're the only one can do it, you're sitting in the naivety that someone isn't waiting in the wings to have the energy to do it. So step back.
Yeah. We're
Step
not
back.
the only one
We're not
being
the
able
only
to do
one.
something. No, we're not.
Absolutely. We absolutely are not.
You're so right.
Yeah.
And then where or what or who?
Yeah. Yeah. I love
That's
that.
my last question.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's all good.
You can say whatever you want.
Okay.
But where would you be? What would you say is the spot or the thing that you do or the place or the moment where you're in a total state of joy?
There is this element of being off the grid. So if I can be in a place where there is no noise but nature, that is when I am in bliss. So city living is very difficult for me. I find it very hard. The work that I do, I was always, before I came to do this work, I always wanted to be in the action because I wanted to avoid myself. And now that I have so much love and respect for myself, the quiet is what I crave. So I am in complete bliss when there is no noise.
Or the only noise that you hear is your own,
Is my own heartbeat,
nature,
the own nature,
and the heartbeat of nature.
The heartbeat of nature.
Birds and
yes, that just
and not the neighbor.
Yeah, like it's very ungrounding to constantly. That's why I say to clients, get by the water. Find an element, put your feet in the dirt, because elements, the 4 elements, are the most crucial thing to grounding us. So it's very hard to be in a concrete jungle. And I think that creates such chaos within our nervous system and our meridians and our chakras. And
it's like a tornado. It spins. It's spinning, and we can't stop.
No, and we can't have the transference of energy from Gaia, from the universe. It needs to go somewhere. So, it needs to be recycled. We're not doing that. We're just stuffing that garbage in there.
And we keep it because it's mine.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, it's not mine. None of it. No.
Keep it.
Keep it. It's yours. Exactly.
Well, thank you so much, Debra. It was really a real pleasure to meet with you today.
Yes, it was an honor. Thank you.
Thank you for listening. If you'd like to know more about our programs, services, retreats, trainings, and all sorts of tools to bring more laughter and joy in your life, visit us at www.yogadurir.com, and for the women's laughing at hahasisterhood.com. Until next time, keep smiling and laughing.